I'm going to continue on here with Revelation chapter 13, where the Antichrist will soon take over the collapse of the economy when it comes. And this is another article that showed up today from the Boston.com. And again, it's talking about, guess what? Great Depression. Census housing bust worst since the Great Depression. It says the American dream of home ownership has felt its biggest drop since the Great Depression, according to a new 2010 census figures released Thursday. It says the analyst by the Census Bureau found that the home ownership rate fell 65.1% last year, while the level remains the second highest decennial rate. Analysts say the U.S. may never return to its mid-decade housing boom peak, in which nearly 70% of the occupied householders were owned by the residents. The reason: a long-term economic reality of tighter credit, prolonged job losses, and reduced government involvement. Now, if you've been at my post for any length of time since I opened it up, at the end of 2007, I've been warning that hundreds of thousands of Americans will continue to lose their jobs. And we've been seeing this since the end of 2007. The economy has definitely stalled, like I showed in my first video today. And now we see the talk about the housing bust is the worst since the Great Depression. And I told you that you're going to hear more news about a depression or the present style living. Now, when you look at the whole entire article, it says the changes now taking place are mind-boggling. The housing market has completely crashed, and the attitudes towards housing are shifting from owning to renting, said Patrick Newport, economist with the IHS Global Insight. While 10 years ago owning a home was American dream, I'm not sure a lot of people still think that way. And the reason why they don't think that way is because there's so much uncertainty in the economy now. People, they're getting pink slips by the thousands. And a lot of people don't want to go out to spend anything because they're afraid that they may lose their job. And it's cutting into the economy. And not only that, but you have the United States government that isn't helping at all. Down at the end of the article, it talks about the broken down, or since the 1940s, the number of Americans owning homes had steadily increased in each decennial census due to the mostly booming economy, favorable tax laws, and easier financing. The one exception, of course, they tell you 1980 to 1990. And this is one of the things that I wanted to get to show you here. Given depressed housing values that could continue for at least another 4 to 5 years, it now makes more sense in most cases to rent than own, according to what Newport said. Now, this is, the tax rate. This is what I wanted to show you when I said that the government isn't helping. Congress has been considering whether to eliminate the federal tax deduction for home mortgage interest, a popular incentive to buy or to home buying that's been in place since the early 20th century. It's not bad enough that the Americans are taxed through the gills. Now they're trying to eliminate taxes. And one of the reasons why they're doing this, is to collect more money. And it's not going to work. It's not going to work. See this word right here? I've been warning you, watch about depression talk. We're seeing it in the news. And I'm telling you again, keep your eyes on news like this, because you're going to continue to hear about this kind of news when the economy doesn't pick up. And we're headed towards the Revelation chapter 13. There's no doubt in my mind that we're already on that road leading us to there. And you need to accept Christ today.